Alright, buckle up, gearheads. What if I told you there's a compact SUV out there that has been outlasting the competition for decades, and it's still kicking the snot out of the shiny new 2025 models? Yeah, I'm talking about the Honda CR-V, a machine that's basically the Chuck Norris of SUVs. Stick with me, cause by the end of this ride, I am gone. Drop a hidden gem about one CR-V model that'll blow your mind, and you won't see it coming. This is Garticler, the channel where we don't just talk cars, we live them, breathe them, and occasionally dream about them parked in our driveway. Let's hit the road and dive into the 10 Honda CR-Vs that are still reliability legends, outlasting the 2025 pack. And then we'll peel out into whether the 2026 Mitsubishi X-FORCE is worth your hard-earned cash. Picture this. It's 1997, and Honda drops the CR-V, a funky little box on wheels based on the Civic. Nobody expected it to become a legend, but it was like that unassuming kid in high school who ends up running the show. That first-gen CR-V, with its quirky side-swinging tailgate and foldable picnic table. Yeah, you heard me. A picnic table under the cargo floor was built like a tank. Owners are still racking up 300,000 miles on those things, with nothing but oil changes and a prayer. I knew a guy, Dave, who drove his '99 CR-V from Jersey to California 3 times. Never a hiccup. Just him, his dog, and a cassette player blaring Springsteen. That's the kind of soul this SUV has. Fast forward to the 2002 to 2006 models. The second gen, these CR versus beefed up, got a little smoother, and still refused to die. J.D. Power gave them high marks for reliability, and owners on forums like Reddit swear by them. One dude posted about his 2005 hitting 400,000 miles, still on the original clutch. That's not just reliable, that's witchcraft. The secret, Honda's bulletproof 2.4-liter 4-cylinder, the K24. It's like the engine equivalent of a cast-iron skillet. Simple, tough, and lasts forever. Compare that to some 2025 SUVs with their fancy turbocharged gizmos that need a PhD to fix when they inevitably choke at 100,000 miles. The third gen, 2007 to 2011, kept the streak alive. These CR-Vs got sharper looks, more space, and that same K24 engine that laughs at neglect. I remember wrenching on one of these in my buddy's garage. Oil filter was a pain. But the thing started like it was brand new after sitting for months. Consumer Reports gave these models top scores, and they're still cheaper to maintain than most competitors. Carriage says you're looking at about $7,600 over 10 years for maintenance, which is peanuts compared to some German SUVs that'll bleed your wallet dry. Now, the 201 to 2016 CR-V's 4th gen started getting fancy with tech like backup cameras and Bluetooth, but Honda didn't skimp on the bones. These things are still out there hauling families, with some owners reporting 250,000 miles without major repairs. The 2015 model got a refresh with the CVT that's smoother than a jazz sax solo, though some purists missed the old 5-speed auto. Still, it's a reliability beast, outpacing 2025 rivals like the Hyundai Tucson, which, don't get me wrong, is solid but can't match the CR-V's track record. The 5th gen, 2017 to 2022, brought turbo power with a 1.5-liter engine. And yeah, there was some grumbling about oil dilution issues early on, but Honda fixed it, and these CR-Vs are still clocking miles like nobody's business. My neighbor's 2018 CR-V has 180,000 miles, and he treats it like a rental car yet. It keeps purring. J.D. Power gave the 2020 model an 84/100ths for reliability, and that's no fluke. Compared to the 2025 Subaru Forester, which is rugged but noisier, the CR-V's cabin is like a library on wheels. Now, the 6th gen, 2023 to 2025, is where things get spicy. These CR-Vs are bigger, slicker, and packed with tech, like a 9-inch touchscreen and wireless Apple CarPlay. The 1.5-liter turbo's still kicking, but the hybrid's the star 200 for horsepower, 40 mpg combined, and it's smoother than a Sunday cruise. U.S. News says the 2025 CR-V sold over 400,000 units last year, and 55% were hybrids. That's not just popular, that's a movement. And here's the kicker. The 2026 CR-V Trailsport Hybrid. This thing's got all-terrain tires, a beefed-up WD system that can split torque 50 to 50, and a look that says, I can handle a dirt road and still look good at the brewery. Motor Trend tested it and said it's no Jeep Wrangler, but it'll get you to your fishing spot without breaking a sweat. So, why do these CR-Vs outlast the 2025 pack? It's Honda's obsession with overbuilding. They don't cut corners. The chassis, the engines, even the freaking door hinges are made to go the distance. Compare that to some 2025 SUVs like the Ford Escape, which car and driver calls forgettable with a second-rate interior. The CR-V's interior might not scream luxury, but it's functional, comfy, and built to last. Owners on Edmunds give it a 4-star rating. with one guy saying his 2023 hybrid's at 42 mpg after 1,500 miles. That's real-world proof. Alright, let's shift gears to the 2026 Mitsubishi Xers. Is it worth it? Mitsubishi's been flying under the radar, but the X4RCE is their shot at stealing some of the CR-V's thunder. It's a subcompact SUV, smaller than the CR-V, aimed at folks who want style and agility. Think of it as the scrappy underdog to the CR-V's seasoned champ. Based on what's out there, the X4RCE is expected to hit markets in early 2026 with a price around $25. Features: expect a 1.5-liter engine, maybe 160 horsepower, with a CVT and optional AWD, Mitsubishi's big on tech. So you'll likely get a slick infotainment system, Apple CarPlay, and Android Auto. Safety-wise, it'll probably pack adaptive cruise control and lane-keeping assist, but don't expect Honda's bulletproof Honda Sensing Suite. The X4RCE's got a bold, angular design. Think Mini Outlander, and it's aimed at younger buyers who want flash without breaking the bank. But here's the rub. Mitsubishi's reliability isn't in the same league as Honda's. Carriage estimates higher maintenance costs for Mitsubishi's, and the X4RCE is untested. The CR-V's been battle-hardened for 25 years. The X4RCE is a rookie. So, is the Xers worth it? If you're on a budget and want something fresh, it's a contender. But if you want a rig that'll still be running when your kids are in college, the CR-V's your bet. I'd wait for real-world reviews on the Xers before pulling the trigger. Early adopters take risks. And Mitsubishi's got to prove it can hang with the big dogs. Here's that hidden gem I promised. The 2005 CR-V with the manual transmission. It's rare, it's a blast to drive, and it is still out there, outlasting 2025 SUVs with turbos that LL grenade before 150,000 miles. Find one, and UVA got a unicorn that LL make you grin every time you row through the gears. So, what's the big takeaway? The Honda CR-V isn't just a car, it's a legacy. It's the SUV you buy when you want to stop worrying and start driving. But here's the question that LL keep you up tonight. In a world obsessed with new and shiny, why do we keep coming back to the CR-V's simple, unkillable soul? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Hit that like button if you're a CR-V fan, and subscribe to Garticler for more stories that make your car-loving heart race. Until next time, keep the rubber side down and the revs up. Peace out.